Yo, what's going on, guys? Lich Bane just got turbo buff, getting an extra 10 AP. It's a really big deal because now it's actually worth the rush as a first item. Only 3,000 gold compared to 3,200 for Evelynn's first item rush. You save 200 gold, and it actually gives you just about as much AP, but way more burst, way more movement speed. And the Spellblade works against minions, monsters, and champions, so the passive interacts heavily while you're clearing as well. So speeds up your clears, makes your ganks better, gives you more damage. It's a beautiful item. So all I'm going to do here is start without leash. I didn't really want to start with leash since I'm up against Xin Zhao. I want to just start where he doesn't know where I'm going to be. I took Dark Harvest to impact bot lane as much as possible. If you see a Dark Harvest Eve, if she's good, she'll just turbo camp bot. I want to take my wolves into Gromp and blue. I want to keep my clear nice and linear while still setting up an early gank bot side here, because I want to reset after 3 camps, grab boots and a Dark Seal, or just Dark Seal. Then we can look to gank bot and then full clear back up, because wolves will spawn in, then Gromp. So we can gank bot, Krug, red, wrap into wolves, Gromp. It's gonna work out beautifully. We'll only have enough gold for Dark Seal, but that's okay. Dark Seal is the most important item on Evelynn. Early, mid, and late game. It's going to determine whether or not you can get mesh. It's going to affect your scaling tremendously, because Evelynn scales super hard off of AP items. Most junglers will want to kill you on your topside camps, because they assume you start bot side with leash, so they'll typically run a 3 to 5 camp clear into an invade. So we'll completely get to avoid that from the Xin Zhao. It's time to reset. We'll pick up Charm for the gank, and we can buy ourselves a Dark Seal. Beautiful. So now we do have time to gank bot, do Krug, red, wraps, wolves, Gromp, and continue the full clear. We could run mid here to gank. I don't think bot lane looks very gankable, so I'll just run straight to Krugs and start clearing up. Then I can gank take that, or just go to wolves. I wish my bot lane wasn't pushing, because that would be a very easy gank. We are still going to rush Lich Bane first item, assuming we're not 10 stack Dark Seal, in which case we'll pick up Mesh first into Lich Bane, but we will buy Lich Bane before our first Mythic, because Lich Bane is now better than any Mythic rush on Eve. Alright, enemy bot lane starting to push now. Your charm only damages monsters against champions. It's simply a charm in magic resist shred. We'll come up behind them now. We give ourselves time on 2 camps, the enemy start to push. Alright, here we go. Senna is literally... Dude, you can't make that up. She literally just pushed them away. I shouldn't have pinged. When I pinged, she thought that means she should walk at them before they can see me. You have to learn that as a jungler. Sometimes it's better not to ping until you want your teammates to move. Auto QE. Got him with an auto. Follow it in. We get the first blood. That's some Dark Seal and a Dark Harvest, and now I can full clear back up. Xin hasn't backed yet because he just did the standard, probably clear into an invade, then gank. So we already got our Dark Seal rolling. That happens a lot though as a jungler. When you ping, a lot of times your laner thinks that mean I walk forward. But what you're really saying is I'm on my way, just pay attention. So just remember that as a jungler. Depending on how your teammates react to pings, you need to adjust how you're using your pings, because they can completely unintentionally ruin the gank because they're not thinking in that way. Vel'Koz is extremely low. We'll go mid. Auto that down. Yeah, he's very low. I could flash for it and it's a kill. I want my W. I'm not going to ping mid. I am not going to ping mid right now because Biz might walk forward and blow it. I'm going to ping when I want him to go. It's like here I can spam ping. The W. EQ. We get the attachment. I'll just flash out. I don't know how much damage that next shot was going to do. I probably would have lived, but they keep buffing turrets every season. I don't want to risk dying. And I'm actually set up to get a huge recall here. I'll just reset. I'm not sure where Zin's at, and I'm missing a lot of health. I don't want to lose my Dark Seal stacks. I can do Krug, wraps, into wolves again. I can look bot side. I'll pick up as much of this as I can afford, which is a lot. Cool thing is the Aether Whisper gives you movement speed. So look how fast we are. We're moving 374. Most champions tier 2 boots are moving 380. We haven't even purchased boots at all. We're moving 374. Now, granted, that is out of combat. In combat, Aether Whisper will act more like boots, give me roughly 20-25 movement speed. So yeah, in combat, it gives 350. So we're at 352. So 17 instead of 25. So it's almost as good as tier 1 boots. While, of course, it's giving us AP. So there is no gank bot side here. I'll just look for the wraps instead. Not seeing anything on the mini-map. Oh, I got the charm, but I'm not going to be able to do too much off of it. Trying to get some damage on this guy. He's going to try to dash to me. We got at least a Dark Harvest stack out of it. It's kind of messy, though. Very messy. Bot lane, I'm not going to say they needed to rotate, but it would have been nice if they did. Especially since the enemies were tanking Dragon. Having dragons are kind of like having an extra champ this early into the game. It's doing a lot of damage, especially Windrag. Windrag absolutely chunks. It's a super viable dragon to have in the early game as well. Gives loads of value. I'll leave that ward there to deal with the Xin. You don't have to get an early Oracles on Evelynn because Oracles was nerfed a couple patches back to be on a long cooldown early, and simultaneously Riot had the Giga high IQ to then buff warding totems at the same time early games. So for your first 6 levels as a jungler, it's totally fine to just sit on warding totem and not really play for Oracles. And for Eve, since you have invisibility at level 6, oftentimes at 6 you don't even pick up the Oracles like most junglers would. You just buy a control word, so when you want to take a dragon, you can effectively check for vision before you commit to it. Could potentially go top here. Renekton does have tier 2 boots. Jax is somewhat behind. I shouldn't hit ping. I shouldn't have done that. Should wait till I see the Vel'Koz. Alright. I don't think he saw me. He doesn't have flash, I'm pretty sure. We're going to lead in with an E, auto Q. Remember, we don't actually want to miss our first Q, because your first Q gives you extra damage on the subsequent Qs. Like a lot of extra damage. So missing the first Q, especially in a gank, is a huge deal. You see Zin's out top, he flashes for it. Jax turns for some reason. You should have kept running. Turrets are way overpowered. I didn't see the enemy's HP. I don't know if they're really low or not. Not sure. Nekton's pushing on top. I can't do anything about that. If Dragon was up, I would take Dragon since I was just top. But Dragon is not up. Right now, we're kind of just playing for gold. Evelynn is gold intensive early on. You need to get your items, and you also need your Dark Seal stacks. And in my case, I also have Dark Harvest stacks, which typically you do when you're going to play around your bot lane. I just haven't had as many opportunities I would like this game. I think Vel'Koz flash is still on cooldown unless he took Cosmic Insight. He very well could have taken that. He took free stopwatch. So his flash might actually be up right now. I'm gonna pop W into Smite. Whip him with the R. Fizz really didn't follow up there at all. That's alright. He didn't even get an assist on him. We'll speed up off that minion and get out of here. Holy moly. Renekton coming out of nowhere. Did he flash for that? Because it seemed like he actually came out of nowhere there. Pull this away from the Xin Zhao. He doesn't have particularly good items at the moment, but he does have wind drag. So when he's when he's running to something and he's not in combat, he's going to be moving really fast. I'll go bot here, even though I'm pathing away from camps. We're level 6 and up, so it's not a big deal. Plus, we have either Aether Whisper and Relentless. So running around the map seemingly frantically is not too detrimental to us. Oh, we got that's huge. We got his flash. All right. And they lose 2 control words. It's massive. Big, 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 big. I can gank now. I need to wait. It's a good snare. Put it on him. Get him with the EQ. Get a Dark Harvest and a Dark Seal stack off that. Oh, Fizz whiffed that so hard. That was the whiff, the whiffage of a lifetime right there. Put charm on him once he goes in. Smite him down. I get the stack. Nyla did have to flash though. I would like to kill Ezreal as well if possible. I'll max E second this game. I like to do W max second if they have some big tanks. My Dark Harvest is up, so I kind of want to flash for that. Oh, that almost hit me. Got it, because Dark Harvest OP. Teammate's not really reacting though. Another Dark Harvest. Let's go, dude. Dark Harvest all the way. We're at 100% KP right now. I'll stay. The enemies are going to greed since my teammates are low. I can feel it. I'm being really greedy here. I think it's going to pay off. I hope. Oh, why is he walking like that? Alright, I need to leave now. I'm sitting on too much gold. This Zerat's being crazy greedy here. Hey, Zen. Auto and R, down he goes. Yeah, Dragon's up. I need a reset for my Lich. You should go for Mej once you're at 10 Dark Seal stacks, but since they did just buff Lich, I'm down to pound. Got Lich, now we'll pick up Mej, and now we are Race Car Evelynn Incarnate. Got a control word for this dragon. Everything's going smoothly. I don't have very much CS. I have 64 CS because I'm ganking so much this game. I ran a kind of aggressive route. They should stay and hit the turrets. We'll lay this in the pit, lay this out of the pit. I don't have flash or R to escape, but even in combat, I'm moving over 420. Plus with E speed up, I'm moving like 500. Yeah, nearly 500. I'm not going to bother wasting charm on drag. I need it just in case an enemy champ shows up. Give myself a bit of pressure. Yeah, he's screwed. Hey, he gave me the Mej and a Dark Harvest stack. That was a huge mistake. He should have given the kill to Fizz since Fizz doesn't have Mej. Fizz would have gotten less from it. He can't see me with the turret from there. I need kind of more space though than what he's giving me. He's playing super... Oh, Fizz, could you not? I think Fizz is trying to bait it. Get him with Smite. Oh. Yeah, I think Fizz was trying to bait it for me. It's just baited a little too hard. My R's up. I kind of need to clear. These guys are playing so aggressive though. I'm getting a lot of gold value through my Mej and Dark Seal. Renekton in my jungle. Would love to kill this guy. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. That was a huge mistake. I actually wasn't going to be able to kill him with my R there, but him giving me another key rotation, he just killed himself by doing that. He panicked. Well, you know what? If Senna R hit him, maybe my R kills there. It's possible. I won't say it's impossible. As long as we get objectives now, even if we're not farming, we win because we're getting massive gold value through Dark Harvest and Mej. I love Lich Bane so much, dude. I miss this item. I used to build it all the time back like Season 8, Season 9. Used to be cheaper. Now with the extra AP, it's a legit AP nuke item. They get Herald, not a big deal. And the constant Spellblade on a hit, you clear your camps like 20% faster with Lich Rush than you do with Essence Reaver or Rocket Belt Rush, because the or not Essence Reaver, but Night Harvester or Rocket Belt, since those their actives and passives don't interact with monsters. Meanwhile, Spellblade's chunking monsters. Beautiful. 18 stacks, and we're at 11 Dark Harvest, moving 458. It's really, really solid speed. Without even going into tier 2s. I don't know if I got my stack there or not off of the Vel'Koz. Gonna chew him down a bit. He's getting chewed up so hard. He lost all of his health just chasing. I could have turned, but I didn't want to die to his teammates. My Dark Harvest is on a cooldown is the bad thing. I'm going to go take their camp. So I Zen dead. All my camps are down as is. He doesn't even realize that I'm behind him. That was a good Senna art. That Senna art shielded me. I liked it. Turn back around. Flash EQ. Get off my Lich. And we're sped up from our E. So we get out of there easy peasy. I don't have R. So I can't really go back in. Instead, I'll look to take some camps. I only led in with W since I had so much like forward vision of it. I didn't really have to delay my E and Q very much. Xin Zhao going in there. I'm gonna go pound, take him to Pound Town. Senna might solo kill him. Smite him to slow him down. Into a Q, auto E reset. Senna kill stilled me there. It's whatever. I still got the Dark Harvest stack and they quit. Moral of the story, guys. Buffed Lich Bane. Absolutely chunks. This item is S++ tier on Evelynn and probably Echo as well. So let's look at the charts. Looking at damage ultimate champions, we had the most in the game by over 2 times in a 17-minute long game. Very cool. Damage taken, most on the team. And for runes, high value. All in all, Lich Bane is crazy on Evelynn. You can't just build it like on an 80 carry just because it got 10 extra AP. But for champions who already wanted to build it like an AP Shyvana and Evelynn and Echo, it's a much more appetizing early, if not first item rush for sure. I'm a big fan. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.